Hello baby boys! LifePlusCindy is gone. Again. She actually made into the Guinness Book for quitting YouTube the most times, only to come back days later. And to this stance, unless you're paying, nobody cares. Cindy's gone, but instead of properly saying goodbye, she's just privated most of her videos for legal reasons and turned off comments on her most recent ones. However, she's doing members only live streams where she's pretty open about what's happening, so you're only acknowledged if you're a member, meaning if you pay. I hope this enlightens how much she cares about her audience, and I'm not talking about the lights video. By the way, this video has subtitles. Make sure to turn them on so you can follow along better. Anyway, if you don't know this, Cindy is the woman behind the amazing Sims 2 YouTube channel Pleasant Sims. That's how she relates to my content, as I'm a Sims 2 content creator myself. If you love the Sims 2, you should subscribe right now. Liking this video and leaving a comment would also help a lot. I have a goal of 5,000 subscribers this year, so please help me. Before we dive into the real mess, we need to understand Cindy's mind and how it works. I'm talking about the Cindy's cycle of doom. It all starts with the breakup and the My Life is Over videos. Cindy's playing the victim big time and everyone is mad at her ex for leaving her like that. She's getting a lot of gifts and support from her stans, both emotionally and financially. But every romance shakes and bends, and that's when Cindy and her ex get back together behind the scenes. She doesn't tell her audience what's happening, but everyone can tell something's up. Their rebound somehow doesn't work out for Cindy, so she's back to being half honest with her audience about what's going on. That's when she's allegedly getting better, 40% cured, going to therapy and promising to stay single until her BPD is under control. This chapter doesn't last long, and soon enough, Cindy's in her Tinder phase. She's already looking for a new man to fill the void in her life, even though she has said multiple times that she was going to remain single for a long time. Her idea of long time is like 3 months. When a new man is found, Cindy is automatically obsessed and her whole personality is now basically his. Slowly, therapy stops being mentioned and there is no room left in her life for the friends who stood by her through the breakup. But she's doing great, or so she says. Eventually, the mask slips though, and the first signs of trouble in paradise begin to surface. Cindy ghosts her audience for days, and when she returns, the cycle restarts as she announces they've broken up. Every time Cindy dates someone, she absorbs their personality like Majin Buu, so there's more than just one Cindy. This is Ted Cindy. They started dating around June 2024 and it's her second official relationship since Andrew. They're still together despite the fact that Ted recently started following some OnlyFans models on Instagram. The infamous interrogation video was Ted's on-camera debut, where Cindy was dressed like a police officer and asked Ted how he felt about the possibility of her grifting her way into his house and ruining his life. The video is cringy-worthy as F, as you can imagine. Can you picture recording yourself and the man you've just started dating like that and posting it for everyone to see? Ted got Cindy into another controversy pretty fast. During a concert, he described overpaying for drinks as being grapes. Cindy laughed and repeated the word grape herself. I feel like Cindy wouldn't actually joke about that, but because it was her new man, it was okay. Well, not to her audience. Stans and Snarkers were both pretty pissed and Cindy had to record an apology video. This same video just made everything worse. Instead of truly apologizing, Cindy was basically blaming everybody but herself, and everyone could tell how mad she was at her audience. She even said, and I quote, "For so long, I lived in a victim mindset. I thought everything was happening to me, everything was somebody else's fault. When I took responsibility for my own emotional regulation and well-being and didn't let anything anybody else said impact me, then it made my life so much better, and I wish the same for everybody out there." Her apology video was so bad she had to take it down. After just 2 months of dating, Cindy moved in with Ted. Later on, the cops were called on Cindy and Ted after Ted rode his bike across the grass in a public park, despite a parking lot being just 20 feet away. For someone who claims to be a green witch, this was so weird for Cindy. Cindy has also shared that she has a drinking problem and is trying to fight it. She revealed she got so drunk that she blacked out, didn't remember how she got home from Oklahoma, and passed out in her backyard. Cindy declared she would never drink again, but that didn't last long. Ted was a big part of her channel, to the point where it sometimes felt more like Life Plus Ted than Cindy. She talked about it all the time, and most of what she did revolved around it, as if she had no life of her own. At times, it even seemed like she was treating him more like her son than her partner. What shocks me is that Cindy thought it was okay to take Ted to the same cabin she went to with Andrew, and even filmed vlogs with both of them there, so it feels like a sequel to a bad movie. She also gave Ted a coloring book for Christmas in a vlog, just like she did with Andrew. This man is 40, Cindy. Recently, Cindy decided to start a soap business. Yes, soap. With Ted. But guess what? She said in a live stream that Ted's the one who really loves making soap, and that sometimes she doesn't even want to do it, but he pushes her to. So to me, it feels like this was his idea, and now she's leaving YouTube to become a soap maker with Ted, cause that's a great idea, said no one. Before Ted Cindy, there was LifePlusCindy. Limbs was Cindy's first relationship after Andrew. Nobody was sure she was ready to date again, and we were right. They started dating in the summer of 2023. This guy looked and acted weird from day one. He took Cindy to a nudist beach, even though she had major self-esteem issues. And who does that at the beginning of a relationship? Well, the reality is, Limbs was a wannabe. He had a YouTube channel and would leave comments on the videos about Cindy and on the Snark subreddit about her. He actually said once that he never asked to be famous. Yes. Anyway, it was obvious that Limbs liked the attention, and so he pushed Cindy back into her Sims channel Pleasant Sims. Cindy posted 21 videos on Pleasant Sims around that time, but one got deleted. The one where she basically chases Andrew inside the Sims 2. Cindy and Limbs broke up after she had a BPD meltdown on a trip, left their place in the middle of the night, and they got into a big fight. Single again, Cindy was in her getting better era once more, but soon enough, they got back together. She was now thinking about moving in with Limbs since her apartment lease was ending, but that was a commitment Limbs wasn't ready for. Cindy had another BPD meltdown and Limbs left for good. After their breakup, he called Cindy a sweet, troubled girl on Reddit. But the Cindy we all knew and loved was the Andrew Cindy. Cindy met Andrew when she ordered a pizza and he was the delivery guy. He somehow found Cindy's social media and sent her a message, but she didn't see it until weeks later. They started dating and later got married. It wasn't long until Andrew cheated for the first time though. This awakened the monster in Cindy and she became pretty toxic towards Andrew, emotionally abusing and parent-fying him. They were together for 15 years, but one day he finally left, and that's when everything came to light. The infamous My Life Is Over video was just the beginning of a much bigger mess. We didn't know it then, but Andrew had cheated again and gotten his co-worker pregnant. Cindy and Andrew got back together and broke up 3 times in a short period, leading Cindy to post 3 My Life Is Over videos. That's enough material for Netflix to make a show about Cindy, just saying. It was before My Life Is Over 3 that Cindy drove 14 hours to Colorado to track down Andrew with her dogs and no sleep. Keep in mind, she did that after many videos where she bragged about how well she was doing therapy, how she was going to be alone for many years, and how bad Andrew was. Not only did Cindy put herself in danger by driving 14 hours without sleep, but she also risked the lives of her dogs and others, so get the picture. The backlash was huge. Cindy was gone for several days, and when she came back, it was time for My Life Is Over 3, the final chapter. During their marriage, Andrew created a Reddit account to vent about Cindy. We didn't find out until Cindy mentioned it herself and someone tracked down his posts. Later, Cindy confirmed they were real. He shared some tough truths about Cindy and their marriage. The following might be disturbing for some people. I am a 32-year-old male and have been living with my BPD wife for about 12 years. We have 2 dogs and no children. She's 4 years older than me. She had a previous husband that left her in the middle of the night before I ever met her. I didn't understand why. I was young, so the first few years I always thought the episodes were my fault for being a bad husband. It was only about 2 years ago that I learned what BPD was, and she fits every symptom exactly. I'm not able to talk to any other woman ever. Any work function that she's not invited to and is not during work hours is prohibited. She's constantly working to find a way for me to stay home and not have a job. I can't go to concerts without her. I can't go to the movies without her. Friends are encouraged, as long as I don't spend time with them. Female friends are prohibited. I have no input over the budget or what we do with money. If I don't agree with her new and improved budgeting plan TM, then I obviously have different ones in life and we should get a divorce. This includes if I want to spend money in a way that we previously agree was a good idea. Personal purchases or ones are met with a skull, a guilt trip, and seeing if we can afford it when we can afford it. When I say personal purchase, I mean maybe a $40 video game or a soda from the store, not a motorcycle or something. I do all the dishes, cooking, and cleaning. She says she needs me to do so she can focus on other money-making ways besides her job to get us out of debt faster. But as she keeps skipping from scheme to scheme, she never makes any progress. Any observations or, God forbid, criticisms of this behavior result in massive outbursts, crying, screaming, etc. She has huge problems with food and dieting. She's always on to the next diet and forces me to conform with her diet as we don't have the money to buy extra groceries. Spoiler, we do, because we have to get out of debt faster. After a few days of any diet, she will binge on fast food for days, spending more money than we ever hoped to save. She will wallow in despair for several days, then be on to the next diet, even if it's a repeat of one that's been tried, as we've literally tried every one of them. She can't maintain any friendships for obvious reasons. I'm verbally abused almost daily. Last night I was told to F off 3 times in a row, then a 4th time when I said I was hurt by that, all because I had a 3rd beer and thought it was funny when she was saying I was going to become an alcoholic. I haven't had a drink before this in several months, and I only bought 1 6-pack and have never had a problem with drinking too much or abusing alcohol. If I so much as said that I would like some alone time, I would be guilted about how I didn't want to spend time with her and that I hated her. We had couples counseling at one time and the therapist said that our relationship was very unhealthy, so we stopped going. Her idea. She said we were doing better and we had a little new honeymoon period. Every once in a while she will explode because I am not cleaning good enough and will say she has to do everything herself and I can't even do one thing for her, though I literally do everything for her. She will then pretend to clean for about 30 minutes, then stop and expect me to finish up perfectly. If I leave the house and I'm gone for any longer than expected, she will start spam calling and texting me, and I will arrive home to accusations of infidelity. Now that you have a little backstory, the meat of this post is that I'm ready to leave. I am afraid of these things. The guilt I will feel for abandoning someone mentally ill. The guilt of leaving my dogs. I raised them from puppies, but I will have no way to house or care for them if I leave. The fear of being stalked. I made a pros and cons list to try to make myself feel better about staying. The pros were outlisting the cons so badly that it was scaring me, so I stopped. I do love her in some sick, twisted way. However, I can't take it anymore. The constant controlling is driving me insane, and I'm afraid that I mean that literally. This is what Cindy did to Andrew, but that's not why I stopped supporting her. I stopped because she made no real effort to change. At her core, she's still the same person. Real change takes years, and the fact that she's already living with another man proves my point. But the Andrew era isn't done just yet. They hadn't had a divorce until recently, when Andrew filed for it. Some folks believe that's why Cindy decided to make most of her videos private, as they could be used as evidence against her in court. We don't know what happened with the audience, but it seems like they're finally divorced now. This video isn't about how much I hate Cindy or how awful she is. I don't think she's mean, I think she's just traumatized by life. She's not a victim, but she went through a lot as well. I still love her Sims content, and I think she has that X factor when it comes to creating it. Whatever she does with her life is her business, but when she decides to basically start a reality show about it, she knows people will have opinions and share them. I honestly wish her the best, and I hope she finds the cure. Now Cindy's leaving YouTube again, not because she's grown, but because she no longer needs your support. She has a man, and since he's telling her to make and sell soap, that's exactly what she's going to do. But one day when he leaves, she'll be back, and the whole cycle will start again. That's it for today's video, baby boy. Share your opinions with me about this whole mess, and I'll see you in the next one.